Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, Sometimes people can be tricked into doing things they don't want to do or seeing things that they don't see. You see it, but you don't see it. That's the point I'm making. You can see it, but you don't see it. And you sign on to it without knowing it's real or not real. So there's a couple things I'm going to do that there's a couple tricks. And if anybody want to know how the tricks are done, I can show you how they're done. So with that, it's like this here. This is a penny. You might see it. It's a penny, okay? 1 cent. How can I make this penny disappear? The same way I can make money disappear out your pockets if I want it in the church. I want everybody to give a good story. You say this is how it went, this happened to me, and God blessed me, blah, blah, blah. You know, give a story. And it climaxes all the way up to the dollar bill, y'all. Okay? God blessed me. God has allowed me to do this, do that. And the reason why I was able to get this blessing because I gave the Lord $5,000, 500, whatever it is. They had a line, $500 line, $100 line, $50 line, and then at last everybody got $20. They won't get anything. They just got to get the money, and well. But just a couple of tricks, no big deal. Now, here's a penny. Okay, take this penny, just in case it drops. Just in case it drops, you put it here. Okay, put it here. You put it here, and you're gonna make this penny go inside this arm. So, see my hands? The penny's right. You see the penny? It's right there. Okay. All right. You rub the penny, and you see if it's gone yet. It's not gone yet. Okay. Now, again, you see the penny? It's right here, right? We'll put it back on my arm, and I'm gonna put it back on my arm, so it can disappear right in front of your eyes. Okay. So here's the penny. You see the penny. Okay. Now we'll put it in my hand and put it back here where it's at, and you let me know what happened. Okay. Put it in here. It's in my hand. Okay. You see it was in my hand. Put it here. And, okay. I rub it. Make sure it goes away. All right. Now, okay. Oh, okay. Drop it again. Okay. Here it is again from the whole audience. Here again. I'm gonna do the same thing. You got it? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. And you smash it in that. You smash it right inside the arm. Okay. All right. Now. It should be gone by now. Boom. It's gone. Penny's gone. If you want to know how I did that, I can show you. If you hit the like button and subscribe button, I can show you a lot of things I can do. I just don't do them all the time. And another one. We have here the way that there's a lot of ways to be getting tricked. Somebody call your phone, ask for your information, hit the button, your information just went out to everybody. You gotta watch what you do. You gotta watch not being tricked. People can do things right in front of your eyes, and you think that it's a trick when it's not, but you don't know how it goes. Watch this. This is a joker, right? And they're right here. They're in front. Now I have queen and queen in the back. So how can I take these two jokers and they end up on the back of my hand? In other words, see the jokers? You see it next time, you see the queens in front. So how do I do that? Okay, it's a little trick. So you gotta hold them together so they don't fall out, and you gotta blow it. When you blow it, it's gonna change up. The magic's gonna happen. Okay, I'm just saying. Same thing they do in church, magic. Get you to put in enough offering and money, and you don't know where it went to, and You don't question it. It just happens. And you don't ask why it happened. Now watch this. I'm going to blow this. Instead of the jokers being in the front, the queen's going to be in the front. And if, again, if you hit the like button, subscribe, or the like button, let me know. And I'll show you how to do these tricks. I have a lot of tricks. Now, ready to blow it, okay? Okay. Ooh, didn't work. Jokers are still in the front. That's not good. Let's try it again then, okay? Ready? We're going to blow it again and see if we can get that jokers in front. And here we go. 1, 2, and jokers in front. The queens are in front. In front, okay. So I do a lot of stuff that I don't tell everybody I do, but I do a lot. I took up martial arts. Okay, you want the what? You want the jokers? You want the jokers back in front? Do you really? Okay, we'll see what we can do about that. See if we can put the jokers in front. Okay, like they were. Okay. Queen still in front. Okay, well, it's kind of rough sometimes. You got to know what you're doing. And I ain't did this in a long time. We're going to do it again? All right, then. All right. And do it again. Jokers in front. All right, then. All right. I tell you, if you hit that like button, depends on how much like buttons are hit, and subscribe, I'll do it again. Now, one more thing. I took up martial arts, okay? Now, martial arts is really out of style because everybody got guns. I mean, but everybody. So, if you do karate, ain't gonna be much help to you on the street no more because everybody's ping, 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 ping. But back in the day, when karate was special, when it was respected, and people did karate, and I was a Bruce Lee fan, okay, but like I said before, he passed away, but I used to have nunchucks. Now I made these out of cardboard, cardboard tubes that had paper towels around. And I fill them up, makeshift, just something to practice with if I get bored. So I usually go like this here, okay. And I used to do like Bruce Lee, but not anymore. It's been some time ago. Matter of fact, it's been some 70s since I've been doing this stuff. So it's been since the 70s. So I'm 72 years old. So, okay, that's why I used to get started like that. Then I go, whoa! Oh, wait. Then I go, whoa, woo! Okay, then I go like this. One, 2. Show you how to do it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, something I kind of made up was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Catch it behind here. Bring it back. Bring it over. Wow. Don't mess up now. Wow. All you do like here. Then go behind me and catch it. But the string's not long enough. I just catch it behind here and just strike it out. But woo! Yeah. I used to be a karate nut. I can do a lot faster than that. I used to be a karate nut. So I used to do is I used to go, I'm just telling the truth. I used to do karate. And let me step back a little more. I used to take up karate. And I used to do, okay, here we go. Ready? This is called a right in. It's called a right in. You punch like that, but you don't punch all the way out. You hurt your elbow. These two go in front. Okay? Whoa. See, you block, hit, block, hit, block, hit, block. See, so a lot of ways of doing it. So now I used to do a lot of kicks. You can't see me kicking, but I used to do a lot of McGarry's, roundhouses, all that, and front stances like that. Now your knees are apart, your toes are front. Now toes are front, just a little bit bent in, not much. And when I was in Job Corps, I was on a karate team, and if we messed up, they would hit us just for that guy messing up. Back in his back. This is when men were men, boys were boys. This, cause if one guy did something wrong and didn't cooperate, they would stand all of us against the wall. This is an all male karate school, and they would come by and they would punch you, but you don't know where or how they're gonna punch you, so you have to keep your eyes closed. I hated that, but they come by and they punch you in some type of way, and it'll hurt, man, it hurt. And some guys threw up, some guys fell down. So I hung in there, man. I hung in there, and I took it up for like 2 years, and I came home. I kumite with a lot of people in Akron Park, on Diagonal Road. We used to have karate tournaments, and I used to always win. And I you know, like Bruce Lee did this. Bruce Lee, he said he would go like that, okay, like about like that, like this. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. He would do that right here, you know. Turn back around, you know. This was great. I did all that. I was slimmer and had no belly. I had my hair. I looked good. I even had a Bruce Lee haircut. I had the stuff had it straightened out. I had nunchucks behind me. I had a real thin waistline. Man, I was doing it, man. I would go everywhere I could go do karate. Remember, I used to see all his movies, and if I couldn't pay for it, I'd sneak over the fence. I mean, it was crazy, man. I mean, hey, I was, you know how people get enthused about certain sports. I was that guy, Bruce Lee. I did a lot of martial arts, and I never learned how to box, but a lot of martial arts, awful lot, and all their sports, all their like ping pong. I got a couple trophies in ping pong, and I won a couple tournaments. And I was a bad guy, man. I'm just saying. I still can play. I still can play ping pong. Still good at it. Just as fast. And I can take the paddle, flip it in the air, and catch it and spike. That's crazy. So with that, you know, let's see, I think that's all I got right now. All right, see you guys later. Cause we gotta do a podcast about the Bible. You know, I'm out here. You know, I do more than just the Bible. I do other stuff. Just sharing with you what I go through sometimes, what I don't go through, what I don't have to go through, what my wife and I are doing. We go through the day, helping one another out, praying for one another. You know, but I just don't. I'm not a boring guy by a long shot. I'm a mess, but God cleaned me up, and now I'm trying to do things the right way. And I used to. Do. I'll share with you. I used to throw trash on the street. Didn't think nothing of it. It was fine, just trash. Everybody doing it. And one day God told me, I want you to stop throwing that trash on the street. I said, what? Where am I throw it at? Put it in your car to get home, throw it away. And it bothered me because I asked God about it. And the Lord's like, this is my earth. And you are helped dirtying it up. See, you can't be a Christian and do wrong and think that the wrong that you're doing is so petty that God's going to overlook it. 'Cause again, God judges the heart. So if you got an evil heart, then you got a problem with God. If you took an animal, dog, cat, squirrel, whatever, and let's say that you want to burn the cat or burn the dog or treat the dog real bad, you're not going to get in too much trouble doing that. But see, that tells a person, if you're able to, I mean, I love dogs. I love animals. I'm a humanitarian. I love animals. No, I love animals, especially dogs. Oh, dogs, man, I spoil them the crap out of them. But I've seen people abuse animals just to have some for sport. If you read the Bible closely, God don't like that. He don't like that because what it does, it shows God that your heart is horrible, and if you had the chance, and if you could get away with it, you would do the same thing to a human. It's the heart, man. God judges the heart. If you have an evil heart, if you have an evil heart ain't down here. It's a flesh heart. That pumps the blood through your body. If it stops, you're done. Your heart is your mind. Satan fights you in your mind. He fights you in your mind. And when you get ready to do something, you got to sit down and think how you're going to get away with it. That takes the mind to figure out how you're going to get away with this crime or do this dirt I'm gonna do this dirt, but how we gonna do this dirt, man? We're gonna do this. I want you to be the lookout. I want you to be the driver. I want you to be the man with the gun to help me. It's the way it is. So it's up here. It's up here. And I ain't down here. People say, well, your heart. No, your heart is as a man thinketh in his mind. As a man thinketh in his mind, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he in his mind. And Satan fights you in your mind. He takes your mind over. If you are retarded, then you're not held responsible for your sins. You're not held responsible for your sins. You're not. Okay? Why? Because you didn't have the capability to understand. Even the white man knows that. The white man knows that if your mind is screwed up to a point where you don't understand what you're doing, you could almost get away with a crime. But if they find you competent, you're done. See? So the mind tells you, if you're retarded, if you retarded or have Down syndrome, your ticket is already punched in heaven. If you have Down syndrome or if you're retarded, and all you know is what you see. When you see people in church clapping, and they may or may not have, if they have a Down syndrome daughter or son, and they're clapping, they're not clapping because they know who God is. They're clapping because you're all clapping. So they just following the leader. So they learn by training. They learn by training. Well, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. They are taught that. Now, I'm not saying that as you're a young person, you don't get taught that, but Down syndrome person, you have to really help them out. And a lot of times, the things they do is just simply out of habit. They don't exactly know all the details. They just know that if I have this phone and push a certain button, it'll record me, and you're just all digits. They're just all up in arms, And I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, So they got their ticket paid. They're already got their mansion in heaven. They already got their blessings in heaven already, because they're not responsible for themselves. It's not. The same thing as a baby. A baby not. Come on, man. Ain't nobody look all the way. 12 years old. If something happened to you 12 years old, you're going to heaven. Something say, you got to read the Bible, okay? That's the way it is. But you start getting funky and growner, 13, 14, 15, and you're killing people at 15, you know exactly what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And well, I'm just 15. I don't know better. You know better by just saying that. So you kind of tell on yourself. And they end up charging you as an adult. But now, everybody's killing everybody. A lot of murders going on each and every day. And now, it's time for God. God's coming back soon. This I know. I got that much sense. He's coming back real soon. And if you're not ready, as my next teaching class is going to be, I'm just going to let you know what God said. I can't do nothing about what God said. What God said is what God said, man. It's just the way everybody's carrying a gun, and they don't mind using it. One girl killed a girl at McDonald's because her fries was cold, and she was trying to get new fries, and it took her a little time to cook them. She got mad; it wasn't fast enough, so she killed one of the girls back there on the counter fry. Now she enjoyed looking stupid. You got one lady saying, a guy said, hey, all this, and Wendy's, all this mayonnaise on my bread. What's up with all this mayonnaise? Y'all make it over again. Threw it back at him, okay? Fine. Of course, the girl's back there, or the guy, whatever, get mad. He said, you have to throw the sandwich at me. I do what I want to do. I'm a gangster. And then, it's dying. So what happens is, he's mad. So he pulls gun out, shoot him in the chest, he dies. He runs and gets caught. Everybody getting caught now. Technology is really hype. It's not that easy just to go killing folks and getting away with it. Ain't too many cameras. 666 is coming. Way too many cameras. Big Brother is seeing everything. Even if you drive and try to get away, you can cover his license plates up. They're going to hit you anyway. They're going to hit you. Somebody going to say something. You've done something wrong